Anyways, I gotta do this again because the video didn't save. My phone's being a complete dork. So like I said, I'm trying to raise funds so I can get back to farming, back to doing my honeybees, help my family, help my aunt and uncle and my cousin get a new house, rebuild their house because it got burned down in a wildfire last September on the 7th of September. So it's been, let's see, almost 6, let's see, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. 9 months? Yeah, about 9 months without a house. They've been living in a camp trailer. They live in an apartment at the moment that they don't want to be in because all the noisy neighbors up top. So I need help getting funds raised for not only myself, so I can plant crops and everything, and do my honeybees, but to help my aunt and uncle get back on their feet. Okay, I don't like living in this shoebox of an apartment complex. It's a house that was built 1900, and at some point from 1900 it's turned into apartments. Okay. And like I said, the space I live in is roughly 300 square feet. That's the entire apartment. Not one section, that's the entire apartment. That's roughly 300 square feet. So it is tiny. And it's a shoebox. And I'm going stir crazy. I have an injured shoulder from working at Twin City Foods. They lied to L&I. So that they didn't have to cover all my medical expenses on my shoulder. Haven't been able to get any work since. And I'm going stir crazy. I was let go while I was on L&I, which they can't do by law. So I'm dealing with that front right now. And basically, it just comes down to the fact that I need help raising funds so I can get out of this apartment complex, get land, do my honeybees, grow crops, grow trees, grow fruits, grow vegetables, grow herbs and stuff, grow all this stuff for people. Local food, local this, local that. And so that I can be more healthier and stuff. Because, my depression has gotten to me a certain way where my weight isn't the best. Which means I need to trim down a lot. I gotta get down to 175. So I have a certain amount to lose to get down to that. I'm not gonna say how much because it's quite a bit. So it just to me, basically, I need all this done. And all you wealthy people out there that have tons of money, if you guys all donated a certain amount to help a farmer get back on his feet, like me, get back on my feet so I can take care of my family, then I can do stuff to pay it forward to help other people. See? If people would help other people in society, there won't be all these issues with society. You have to look at it as if you look at a honeybee colony, they all work together really well. take care of the little young. You know, you have people that forage for food. The nurse bees that take care of the little ones. The queen. You know, per se. But the fact that they work together, okay? You know, they all do their part. Now, if us as a society would help each other and stuff like that in small ways, the whole world would be better. This conflict, these wars, and all this stuff, it's all a bunch of horse crap. You know? Oh, I don't like you, so I'm going to do this. I don't like these type of people, so I'm going to do this. You know what? Everybody came from one source of people. Okay? Doesn't matter what scientists say. Okay? Everybody came from one genetic code. Okay? We did not evolve from monkeys, apes, or gorillas. Okay? We were made by Heavenly Father. Okay? Who made us? He made Adam and Eve. He took a rib from Adam, made Eve. Okay? So we are all descendants of Adam and Eve. Okay, through various lines of their children, okay? Which they had like hundreds of them. Okay? I mean, Adam lived to be 900 some years old. Eve lived to be over 900 some years old. You know, they popped out a lot of kids. You know, and then you have Abraham, and his line, Noah, his line, all that. But everybody goes back to Adam and Eve. Genetically, if you go and trace everybody, we all go back to one source. So all this conflict over colors and stuff like that, do you realize that everybody, up until a certain point, was the same color? We're all had the same color. We're all white. And then the Tower of Babel happened, and then God changed not only people, languages, and then of course we had Cain and Abel, when Cain killed Abel. So there's a mark of Cain, which we still don't know what that is, because it doesn't say. It does not say who the mark Cain was, or what color he was changed to, per se. Everybody assumes it was black, but we don't know. It could be any color in the world that Cain was marked with, so we have no idea, because it does not specifically say. But he went out of this area, went into the world, and stuff like that. So we have no idea. So basically, we all are distant relatives in one way or another. Okay. But you know, people are gonna believe what they want to believe. I mean, that's the thing about free agency and all that. Okay. So, but that's not really what I'm talking about. My main goal is to get back to beekeeping, to teach and educating people about honeybees, history of honeybees, the fact that honey, and this is important for people to know all around the world and everything like that, honey never goes bad. It will crystallize, yes, but it never goes bad. It does not ferment. Okay, the only way people mess up honey is doing wrong stuff with it. Okay? Like, for one, you never microwave honey, okay? Ever. That ruins it. It kills it. I mean, every proper good enzyme in that honey, if you nuke it, you kill all the nutrition in it. What it is. Okay, so basically you just end up with sugar. Never nuke honey. If you need to reconstitute honey, you leave it in the container it's in. You heat up water. You take the water off the stove. You put the honey container into the water. That will reliquefy your honey. Okay. And then you have good spreadable, usable honey. Okay. So, but honey never goes bad. Ever. Okay. Ever. Because these enzymes that the honeybees carry in their gut makes it to where it never goes bad. I mean, come on. They found honey stored in the Egyptian tombs, okay, over 1,000 years old. Okay. Over 1,000 years old. Okay. I mean, thousands and thousands and thousands of years old honey. Okay. They warmed it up, and it was just as good as the day it was put in there thousands of years ago. Whatever point in time it was put in that tomb. Okay. Honey never goes bad. Do you know why on the store shelves it says on like a honey container, best when used by date on those? Because the FDA requires, Food and Drug Administration requires everything that's on a store shelf, honey, things that can last a lot longer, to have a best by date on it. That's federal guidelines. Okay. So if I do honey and I bottle it and I want to sell it in a store, I have to put a best by date on it by federal regulations. But honey never goes bad. So you have to understand that honey never ever goes bad. So I want to get back to beekeeping because that keeps me from being depressed. Okay, farming keeps me from being depressed. Being able to do stuff, being able to make things. Okay, I learned how to do all this welding. Okay, I learned yard art welding and stuff like that. I can make stuff out of things that I can sell. Various things out of metal. Okay, so I'd like to be able to set me up a shop so I can create stuff out of metal, have my bees, and do all these things. I have all these skills to have a thriving farm and a business making artistic yard art, as they call it, and be able to repair my own equipment because I took proper welding classes for all that. I've done computer courses. I grew up on a farm. I've done landscaping on my farm. I've done all this stuff. But see, I've applied to landscaping companies and I can't get work there because I grew up on a farm, I did all landscaping around the farm, did different things visually. It makes it to where I can't get work at any place that does yard work or landscape.